Here are all the components you will receive with your Star EV display kit. Now locate your drill template and place it in the middle of the cup holder from the bottom. You can use a pilot bit to drill a preliminary hole in the middle of each of the holes in the drill template. Next, you're going to change your bit to a step bit to drill the holes out larger. You'll stop once the step bit reaches the drill template in diameter. Once you've drilled all the holes, you'll be able to remove the drill template from the cup holder, and you should have 5 holes drilled like this. Now, open your hardware and spread it out so you can see what you have. You should have 4 bolts and 4 small screws, along with nuts to attach the display mount to the cup holder. You will also find a water seal that goes into the groove around the base for the display. So be sure that this water seal is carefully placed into the groove so that it seals out water from the elements. Once your holes are made and your seal is placed in its groove, this is how the display mounts to the cup holder. You will drop in your 4 screws from the top with the retaining nuts clamping it from the bottom. So this piece slides onto the bolts. You'll place your nuts under the bottom, tightening it all together to sandwich the cup holder in between. One thing to note here is that if your customer has the JBL speaker pods, they will be able to play from their phone to the pods. And if they have the new display, they will be able to play from their phone to the display through the soundbar, but not both together. So they will have the option of playing through the speaker pods or the soundbar. This is what your project should look like. The base has been mounted to the cup holder, and we have our bolts down in the mounting holes. You'll begin to feed your wires down through the center hole. And here you'll notice that we've fed the wires through and have the block on the, I believe it's the auxiliary cable. And it isn't able to fit if you put the wires through first and then try to feed the block through. So we had to remove some of the wires, feed the block through first, and then feed all the wires in behind it. So you might as well go ahead and install your block at the beginning and then feed your other wires after. After installing all your wires through the hole, you'll be able to mount the display to its base. This is what the 4 screws are for. These are Phillips screws, and they just tighten in from the side, 2 on either side. After installing your screws, each side will get a screw trim cover. These just pop in with a little pressure and cover the screw holes. Under the cup holder, you will find there are some wires that don't have connector ends on them, such as illumination, etc. You can simply zip tie these out of the way since they will not be used. Next, we're going to affix the hands-free calling microphone to the side of the steering column. We'll run the wire for this microphone down along the steering column so that it can follow the wires from the combination switch down through the boot down through the floor and back up into the compartment under the cup holder.
Yeah.
It is here that you may place a zip tie to hold all the wires together so that the trim piece fits over all of them as it clips back onto the steering column.
This is far over.
Once you've clipped on your trim cover, you're able to proceed to the bottom side of the car to feed all of your wires in behind the cooler up into the cup holder compartment. All of your wires feed up into the bottom of the cup holder compartment, and all that's needed now is to connect everything to the display.
Power source. Okay, right now we have JBLs hooked into it right here. We're gonna plug that, and then they come with a jumper and the harness already. So you can plug that back in. Plug your accessory 12 into it. Our next step. This is going to be for our reverse wire. We're going to pick our signal log on the backup beeper right here. Just unplug your beeper. Plug in, and then plug your backup beeper. Backup camera, if I'm not mistaken. Alright, that's aux. Backup camera. Go there. What are we missing? Okay. Then we have our aux cable. I gotta run that. I got it on the bumper. And then our aux cable.
with this connector unplugged, then the original display will not go black.
Right. And
So you need to disconnect that connector so that the new display is the only one that shows reverse camera.
on aux in. It looks like a 3D. This one.
Gocast transmitting.
Yes.
Gocast receiving. Cut that up. Aux in.
Aux in, that's what we want.
So here we're showing the radio antenna. You can mount it wherever it's convenient, but it also needs to be able to get a signal from the outside. So you don't want to mount it inside a compartment or anything like that. You need it to be exposed to the outside.
It has double-sided tape.
There's double-sided tape here on the back side for mounting it to the body.
Star medium. Says we are connected.
Bluetooth audio, I think.
Yeah.
All that's left now is to verify all your features are working and seat the cup holder down in its compartment.